Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and get that in chat for you. That was The Fall of Malevelon Creek by Jonathan Young. Specifically, the link that I just sent there is actually to the full... I can talk. The link is to the full album that he made, based on Helldivers 2, Malevelon Creek being the second single in the album. So let me go ahead and get that off screen for me so I can get into the game itself. Put my filters back on. There we go. Cool. And start up the game. As usual with Genshin, it'll be mostly quiet for a little bit here. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong on your end. I'm just booting up the game. Theoretically, I could have it open earlier, like during the music, but then I'd have to mute all the sounds so that the Genshin music isn't interfering with the starting of stream music. It's just easier to start the game after. There we go. Let it load in. Almost there. There we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I'm Peter Moxilin, Keeper Emeritus. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Last time we basically just opened up a lot of the map here, like we just hit all these waypoints. That was the entire stream pretty much. We'll get back to this soon. Like probably in the next like 10 minutes I'd say. Anyway, expedition is done. Let me actually do something about that first. Because I realized that we have Natlan open here. Up. YouTube,
Welcome
don't
to
do the
Adventurers
thing.
Guild.
There you go, YouTube. So everyone should be back aside from Fischl, I think. Yeah, because Fischl I dispatched already. Well, let's send people to Natlan to get Natlan-specific stuff. I don't have any bonuses, so it really doesn't matter. But just like, I have, I think, yeah, I have literally 0 of these. So let's just go ahead and send some people out to get a couple, so that I can have some kind of stockpile of them. Missing out on Mora a little bit, but whatever. I'm not exactly going to be running out of Mora anytime soon. Also, I did look very briefly, and both of these waypoints are actually super easy to hit right now. So let's go ahead and activate both of them, and then get back to the main plot. Just finish up clearing out the map before we get back to the main stuff. Because apparently this is right here. Whoops. In my defense, I was over at that waterfall before. Not picking that up yet because I don't want to. And there it is. I think we can climb that. Yeah, good. Oh, we can walk that. And there's you, because half of all bosses are now on platforms. Don't have the resin to actually do that, though, or to fight that boss. So we're just gonna go hit up this one, finish out activating the waypoints. What direction is that? There. In this direction. Is it out here, then? I should look from here to check. Because that is so clearly something we're gonna... That is so clearly something we're gonna be interacting with. Wait. Make sure it's the right direction. You... Yeah, this one I do not remember how I missed it. It's super easy to see once you're close to it. I think I might have been up top or something. The fuck? Okay, sure, why not? Okay, I kind of like the song, actually. This. Land of Many Echoes. Okay. Achievement? No? Okay. Am I still missing one? Looks like I hit all of them. Huh, weird. I thought that normally they give some kind of achievement for lighting up the whole area or something. No. Okay, back to whatever the hell the actual plot is. Because I don't think picking up our dinosaur friend was actually part of the plot. I think that's a major world quest. So this is probably going to be, like, introduction to Natlan. Hey, let's go to the fighting pit or something. Now I'll start picking up these. Yep, Hierarculus.
Check out those colorful pictures on the walls! We've got to be on the right track.
If you say so. Okay, they are literally signposting us. Is this the one that I literally just hit? Yeah, it totally is. Okay. Man, I can't wait to ignore 90% of this.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
Okay, so she's like a guide helping to form teams for people for their pilgrimage. Got it.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that.
Kaital? Or Kaital? Why isn't the first letter capitalized?
We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people.
I don't think I like your triangle. Other than that, I'm okay with this design. At least in concept.
Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Yeah, I'm sure switching teams the night of deadline is gonna make sure that you go on the team that's gonna be absolutely the best fit for you.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is.
So are we helping you through your pilgrimage then, as you're doing it basically solo?
I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
I couldn't quite hear if that was Uthabiti or Uthabiti. Like, I don't know if that H is phonetic or aspirated.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
And yes, linguists, I know what I just said doesn't actually necessarily make sense. It's a difference that makes sense in my head, at least.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Not of 10 seconds ago.
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay? Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened. Oh, she looks so sad too.
Okay, look, they're never gonna do this because it would be too weird and not in keeping with how this game is played so far. Part of me wants to be able to have the response here of, nah, let's keep going. We gotta find the Pyro Archon. Let's just skip all of what would be the main quest and just go find the person in charge.
Huh? Oh, gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yep, we just got to Natlan.
Oh, welcome, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthabiti Kachina.
Okay, so that's her kind of family name. Let's see. Par for the course as Uthabiti. Is that a title then?
Oh, that's something we call an ancient name.
Ah.
It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now.
Yes, Kenpachi. I'm aware. For those who don't know what I just said, I've watched Bleach. Kenpachi is a not quite hereditary title, but it is a title that is used as a name as well. So she's Uthabiti Kachina. Someone before her was Uthabiti someone or other.
If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
When you were talking about the pilgrimage? Yes, Paimon.
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
And what, if you don't win, you starve or something? Like, Is glory the only thing? I kind of suspect not.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team to participate?
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases.
So there is definitely more than glory at stake then, because there's so many people going for it that it needs extra steps.
Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually an ancient name bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame.
Not the Sacred Flame? So is Sacred Flame a dinosaur?
Oh, and an ancient name bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
So multiple teams capture Sacred Flame.
Yeah, the scale seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day.
Okay, Pyro Archon is definitely a name bearer then.
So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes.
What's your plan?
All ancient name bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone.
There's a world-building explanation for that, I think. I'm sure we'll get there in about 10 hours.
At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing.
No! I have no idea how that sounded in the mic. I apologize. Right there with you, Paimon.
Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
What are you guys talking about?
There it is. I didn't know if it was going to be, can we help you get more members, or just straight up, can we join your team?
Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just, how should I put this? I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Well, if no one asks, how will any of them know? Oh, who am I kidding? Literally everyone we ever come across says we don't look like we're from here.
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
I mean, we did that last part already.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
How many of these have you done?
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team. I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak.
I mean, anyone who has no particular desire to be in the pilgrimage should have no problem being around you then. Because they would say no to anyone, so they shouldn't feel that bad about saying no to you.
It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Still unclear as to why the strength of the name bearer has any bearing on this, but we'll get explanation, I'm sure.
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the three of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. She can give them all a run for their Mora.
Yeah, but we can't join a team.
Oh, I get it. You were able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
Wow! Now I feel incredibly disillusioned, and I have no faith in myself. Thanks. You were in a tough spot, and I wanted to help.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer.
Oh yeah, what happens if you put in a commission for team members or something? Does that Natlan only restriction still apply? I would guess yes, and I don't think they're gonna go that route.
You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
Learn from us?
Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe.
Okay. Step 1. Run to Fontaine and back. We'll be here when you get back, don't worry.
I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
This does not even remotely solve your problem, but okay, sure.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you.
Was that recorded in a different session or something? That sounded a little bit, higher gain. Whatever. Well, what about your competition?
Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine. No one expects anything out of me.
Like, it's easy sympathy points, so I don't want to praise the writing too much on it, but that is some effective characterization from me, at least.
But if I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time.
How many chances do you have? What are the rules here? What's the deal with name bearers? Don't set your expectations too high. We're just ordinary people. Well, all right.
Thank you. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to meet such impressive adventurers? Today must be my lucky day. Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes. Hello, I'm Kachina, a member of the Children of Echoes. I adore green fruits and would love to become more strong, even though I'm still not much of a fighter. I should probably save all that for later, right? Then, are you hoping to go somewhere? I'm pretty familiar with these parts, so I can show you the way.
You done? God, the intros are so long. I guess I got Kachina. So yeah, this is the thing that I actually talked about last time, I think, where it lets you climb up the cliff faces. Whoops. Became your companion. When she uses her elemental skill, she'll enter Night Soul's Blessing and summon Turbo Twirly to fight alongside her. If the hold mode of her elemental skill is used, so hold E, or she uses it while Turbo Twisty's on the field, okay, so a double tap of E, kinda, sort of, she will ride it and gain the ability to move and climb quickly. Additionally, when you switch to Kachina while climbing, switch while climbing, what the fuck? Sprinting or while in mid-air, I guess you can do this now. Kachina will immediately hop on the top and as she takes the field. This ability is known as Night Soul Transmission and can only be used in areas within Natlan where phlogiston mechanics are present. AKA, they want to make sure to restrict the mechanics so you can't abuse it elsewhere. Got it. Well, time to never use that ability because I already did all the shit it would be needed for. Hold on, what? What? Quest location is involved in aphid treasure. Is that one of the, like, 2 things that I accidentally unlocked by exploring shit? Hang on. Okay, first of all, map. Children of Echoes, that area? Okay, it's the starting area. So if I go over to quests, Natlan, focus, yes. There we go. And the music got way louder, okay.
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you. Many of our tribespeople love music and dance and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead. Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here! Allow me to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family.
Okay, so it might be Saurian, not Saurian. Got it.
He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in Natlan, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course. Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house.
And if we don't feed him, we get a new house.
The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today.
Okay, so they are allowing codas then. So it's Tepetlisaur, not Tepetlisaur. Got it.
All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll no
whoops.
mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents.
Bop, bop.
Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back.
I guess walk mode and occasional dash is fine, or rather, normal mode.
This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
I've seen that word once before.
Wayab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wayab to decipher its will. The Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
That is a character design.
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Hello?
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it.
Okay, the acting is fine. That is not the voice I would have gone with.
I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna need you to prove your identity.
Go talk to Catherine.
Whoa, 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 whoa! There's no need for that, Chief. They're good people. I can feel it.
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
That's a valid concern. I get it.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I'd prefer something more reliable.
Okay, the people of it, I could actually believe that. Like, not all adventurers are going to be decent and kind or something. The handbook detailing our adventures would be a good record of what we've done, though. The only reason it would be unreliable is if the organization itself was keeping bad records and allowing us to falsify claims / leave stuff out. Yeah, we're kind of internationally famous, my dude.
You're the Traveler, and you're Paimon, her familiar.
Yeah. Kind of think that maybe looking at us from a distance would have gotten that to trigger your brain before you got here.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, Traveler.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from her, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
Would you like to hear about the gods I've killed?
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Oh, don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
I mean, that doesn't correct him from doing that in the future, though. Like, the only reason we didn't need to show identity and somehow prove our merit to him is because we are so friggin' famous that he was able to recognize us by sight, eventually.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit.
I mean, she did tell them something at least to the equivalent of that.
I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Hint, hint, go to him for hints.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right! That word kept popping up in our conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Yeah, Kachina couldn't explain this thing that is core to her character very well. We needed to introduce a different character to give exposition first.
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes, whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
So why do people inherit ancient names? I would go more with how do they inherit ancient names, but whatever.
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa, that black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
So this probably says, Uthibiti, or whatever it was? Resilience?
The Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it.
Okay, so it's a growing record of achievements. I'm still curious about how you gain an ancient name, like how you create one. Because it sounds like it's just achievements of an initial person, but you could very easily flood the market then. Like, you could just claim everyone on pilgrimage has an ancient name. It's just that the first person to have the name didn't do all that much in comparison to someone later.
As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Okay, I know this game well enough to know that there's going to be some kind of actual magic thing associated here. So far, this is just, like, pseudo-hereditary storytelling. Like, I could see this actually being a cultural thing somewhere.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our YUP chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
So it's like a form of mental fortitude?
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Are they actually going to try to make this be a non-magical thing? Also, having his necklace and stuff be part of the painted-on texture is so weird when you look at it. Like, it's an interesting enough design, but like, Hoyoverse, do you really not have enough money to, like, give these character models an extra layer or two to have jewelry on top? I get the shirts being painted on, that would be a clipping nightmare. But surely the necklace is bulky enough that you can figure something out.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names.
Someone?
Our forebearers carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the YUP's judgment after receiving an ancient name.
Do they all receive their names this early?
As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held.
Will the Pyro Archon be there?
Of course. She's the most important figure in the entire event.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
All right, we're off. See you later, Chief. I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different.
We just kind of go along with you and then eventually get on path again, or back on track again eventually.
Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts. He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Pyro Archon's gonna make an exception and let us join her team, isn't she? You're a very considerate person.
Yeah. Your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation.
Yeah, you're the nation of heroes and warriors and dragons, apparently. Can we get some insight into, like, why? / what do you do? Like, if you got a bunch of people who constantly fight and try to prove themselves and earn glory, like, what the fuck are they doing most of the time? Like, outside of the pilgrimage.
Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause.
Such as...
Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop, the Statue of the Seven, is also in that direction. Let's go!
That way you're forced to learn that you don't get the Pyro Traveler yet. Okay, I guess I'll just walk then. I think they did a stealth update on that at some point. You used to get stuck on the stairs if you tried to do that kind of dash.
The statue is so pretty. Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
It didn't work when you tried earlier either. Now we know that wasn't a fluke. What's going on here?
I wonder if there would be different dialogue if you hadn't touched the statue before. I wonder if they force you to touch the statue before.
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
Yes! Just keep it simple. It's always worked before.
This would have been such a good opportunity to show Katina how impressive you are. It's so weird that it's not working. There must be something about Natlan.
Aw, I would have liked to see that.
Sorry, Katina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's alright. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching the Statue of the Seven? That's something only vision bearers can use.
I keep forgetting that people don't realize that we are effectively a vision bearer. We just don't have a vision visible. There's nothing stopping us from just having our vision, like, in a pocket or something. Still not too clear on the how or the why, though, so they're trying to put that as a mystery to solve by the end of the story, I guess.
Could you show me? Only if you want to, I mean. No pressure.
Take it away, Traveler!
You gonna cutscene this, or are you gonna put me into forced traveler mode?
Wow! Different elemental powers! Wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that!
Kind of feel like you could have maybe made it a little bit more impressive of a cutscene there, but whatever. Also, yeah, that's the one thing I was wondering if they were going to show off or not. We mentioned getting elemental power from the statues. We didn't mention getting multiple elements until we showed it off.
Let me give it a try!
I mean, we've seen one person do it.
Nope. Still just Geo. Anyway, I was right! You really are something special!
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Ooh, what's that?
It's a flyover cutscene.
Oh, that's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Okay, so that's how you pronounce that. Good to know. There's something huge in the sky! Reminds me of our time in Mondstadt.
Paimon already made the connection, Traveler. You don't have to imitate her.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here, take this.
Yeah, I'll get there in about 5 seconds.
They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. It's actually candy. My mom made them. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy in a pinch.
I feel like you are a child that I would not want to give extra sugar to. Like, I don't think you'd necessarily be hyper. I just feel like you'd eat it all at once and or otherwise be very irresponsible with it. Like giving it to random strangers.
Woo! Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
That's very generous of you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point.
Yeah, your entire thing is going to be that you just never give up. And that's your actual strength. That kind of thing. Land of Saurians. Oh no, it's going to be such a trek to get there.
We've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Cool.
Great idea. All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
You say that as if you use your stomach to see.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apples.
Okay, turn around. Let me see what your pack looks like. Where are you keeping all this?
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria.
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared.
Are we going to meet your mom ever?
They only come in handy every so often. But hey, better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Just thinking about what happened with the Statue of the Seven.
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean something, don't you think?
Why couldn't, Kachina, whatever her name is, why couldn't she get the power of Geo from it? I meant to say Pyro, damn it!
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be the case. I just get the sense that this Archon might be a more antagonistic one. Maybe she's hoarding the power from the statues for herself to help boost her own physical prowess or something. Or, I suppose, magical prowess in that case.
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as gods.
Okay.
And that's not the case in Natlan?
Not at all. Every Pyral Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
I'm trying to think back to when they told us more about the Archons in, like, Inazuma or something. I think they mentioned there being one other replacement Archon, because at the time we were thinking... Apologies. Try not to cough. Let me mute for a moment. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. It felt like I had a freaking popcorn kernel shell in my throat or something. No, I haven't had popcorn at all recently. Like, months. Anyway, but like when we were being told about Sumeru and told that, essentially that Nahida existed and was the successor to Rukkhadevata, I think we were told that one other Archon had also been replaced over time. So I suppose that that's Natlan? I don't think we had any other information on others. Well, speaking of, Zhongli should have a successor, shouldn't he? Like, he faked his own death, and he's... Oh, wait, he's still alive, so he's still technically the Archon, right? It wouldn't pass on to another just because everyone thinks he's dead. Though, admittedly, that would cause confusion over time. Like, why hasn't a new Geo Archon shown up? Too long of a timescale for this game to realistically go into, but interesting idea.
Huh? A human becoming an Archon? Is that even possible?
A human ascending to the Divine Throne. That's kind of like what Farina did, but...
You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natlan.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
I mean, I suppose that they just need to be able to morph into / with the Gnosis. So I suppose that the Archon could be considered an ancient name, and instead of some, like, pseudo-dagger-ish shaped stone, the Gnosis itself is what gets passed on.
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest.
I wonder if the Gnosis is powering something kind of like the Scales of Justice or whatever the fuck it was called over in Fontaine.
The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years.
AKA, they gave a little bit of a hint as to the Pyro Archon a long time ago and then needed to follow through with it.
Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
Okay, that's at least some reward for one person. I'm not sure it would be enough for basically everyone to want to take the pilgrimage, but it's something.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results.
Your national politics must be an absolute shit show. What is your economy like? Your foreign relation... How often does a new Pyro Archon get selected? Surely it's like when one dies, or like the Pyro Archon participates in the battling, and if they lose, but because they're the strongest and the Archon, they usually win until they're super old, something like that. If your entire governmental system is based on people having fights in a tournament, then you are in a very bad position as a country.
Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us?
Depends on how friendly she is. Let's see. Venti, immediately friendly, a little bit aloof. Zhongli, somewhat neutral, grew on us over time. Raiden started actively antagonistic, like the main enemy of the arc, grew to be basically a friend. Nahida considered us a friend at first, but also was squirreled away and couldn't really do much of anything. So mysterious and then positive. Farina, honestly a bit more negative to start with because she was hiding stuff away, but definitely came to trust us over time because of course she did. We haven't really had, in terms of outwardly antagonistic Archons so far, we have pretty much had Raiden as the actual antagonist for a while. Not so much Nahida as the Sumeru scholars themselves. And then Farina was kind of an antagonist, at least on the disruptive side to our goals. Honestly, we might be in for a full-on antagonist Archon again. Or at the very least, a prove yourself, I don't care about you, traveler kind of Archon.
If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I'd say it depends on how she feels about us.
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think you'll get along great.
Is she going to see us as a rival party? Like, all of our achievements and strength means that she is interested in us as rivals, and is thus going to force us to fight to get anything out of her.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
Yeah, just laying this on thick.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon's just about ready to... Huh? What's that?
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston.
I have several questions. Let me give it a try.
Sorry to disappoint, but only people from Natlan can use that power.
3, 2, 1.
Time to go.
Is it actually going to restrict me? Wait, no. 1, 2, 3.
Wait! You can use it too? How?
Just comes naturally.
That was amazing! I don't even know what to say!
Can I join your team? Brachiosaur time. Yup.
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming.
Yeah, Paimon, it's not subtle.
What do we do? Is something after us? Should we get ready to fight?
How about you move 10 feet to the left?
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina.
Little yellow one, have you come to worship again?
Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the chisel lure you over here? Warm, isn't it?
I sense the blood of the elders. Who has spilled it?
Oh, so it was just a friendly Saurian. Wait, is that a Saurian?
Oh, right, there was some, notice about not everything is actually going to be voiced. I think because... Is it because of the SAG-AFTRA strike? I'm not totally sure. Oh, that's a long-necked rhino. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch.
He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's just a big softie.
I'll be honest, I actually do kind of like this design. Like, the neck feels like it should be a bit slenderer, and I don't really like the cuffs on the legs that much. And honestly, if you remove those two items, then it's just fucking a reptilian giraffe at that point. But I do like the design in general. Are you here to provide sustenance?
What does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Don't mind if we do.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of scary, don't you think? He's huge!
What are you scared of? You can fly!
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float alongside. Wow, the sightseeing is even better from up here.
Good camera
The
work
higher
there.
the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close, Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one. And even chased off a few other Saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again.
I'm not clicking through all of these.
I've been bringing him
by
fruit
the way.
ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually.
You gonna auto?
With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big.
I'm just letting it do its thing. Every second you possess me, I shall kill
look over
another.
there. That's our destination. The Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
Yep, been there.
You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift.
Your patronage shall be paid in blood.
It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto otherwise.
That's it? You done? We just had a temporary auto, I guess, because they realized when you're on the ride, you gotta hit the time markers.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Just in case this teleports me into a cutscene by going to here, make sure that it's relatively safe. Looks like, yeah. So, since we're just a hair over an hour, I'm going to go ahead and take my little per-hour break here, stand up, stretch, make sure that I'm not compressing my spine too much. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Bye.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Okay, and I am back. So, let's get back into the game. Also, I just realized when I was coming back, our little fire bar at the bottom is half full. Probably from using the Phlogium chisel or whatever the hell it's called. That's the only thing I can think of, at least. Go away from the building so we can have the very pretty view of the front of the building. Hey, it's the thing the Archon has.
We made it!
I said the Archon, I meant the Statue of the Seven.
I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Did they ditch you so that your story is even sadder?
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting.
Right. This. Hello, 8-bit video game avatar for character.
Listen here, you. It's not just Kanish and Moalani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
Okay, Mualani, I know who that is. Kanish, I don't quite remember. Is Kanish the thing? Is Kanish the guy that controls Ajaw here?
What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, all right? You don't even know some of these people.
Oh god, Ajax actually talks? I thought that was the character putting on a voice.
Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
All right, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. My house just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't mind.
Sorry, what was that?
Aw, you didn't have to do that. My house just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all.
Aha! Aha! I would think that would be a yaw, if anything. Like more of a Y sound.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
This is Paimon. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, and this is the Traveler. Honestly, you could at least introduce yourself a little, you know.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Cool, she lacks that too.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Why? Why is that a thing? Is your hair the same color as that strap, or is that your hair tying that thing to your forehead?
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure on yourself.
Dear God, your pupils are fish. I get that that's your motif, but that seems a little excessive.
Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence.
I did not think that's what her voice would sound like. That works.
You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
How many victories is that?
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The finals?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
Oh. I would think maybe don't have the Olympics lead into that?
So they're here too. Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
Very well put. That is fucked.
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland.
What do you do the rest of the year?
Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan.
I mean, yes, it's dangerous. You're fighting the Abyss in an actual goddamn war.
Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
From where? You didn't mention going anywhere until now. Like, do you go to the Abyss or something?
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Wow! That's horrifying! You have basically the Olympics to decide your strongest warriors who go to war with the Abyss Order with a blessing from the Archon to help them out when they die. Okay, nation of heroes, whatever. Normal-ass country, I would not expect people to go for this, but with this one, sure.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Also, this now means that outside of domains, that's a thing. You can just resurrect people in this world, apparently. Before now, it was just kind of a game mechanic in domains, and so they could argue that it was just exclusive to the Traveler or something.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos.
That doesn't connect to that point, but good to know.
No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured.
So, are you two on a team already? Or on 2 different teams already? Because if you're friends with her, how about you help her out?
In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these 2 can have special permission to participate? Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. if someone else could take them, then...
Oh, you two could be name bearers, right. You know, there's nothing specifically saying that name bearers can't join together for this, as far as I'm aware.
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us?
It's nice having Paimon by my side.
You're right. 2 is definitely better than 1.
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Pyro Archon, where you at?
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
Okay, so you can't have multiple on one team. Got it.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway.
Yeah, so ancient name bearers in this country are probably going to be basically the vision wielders.
Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
D5, so just do this.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
No, I was too busy looking at the ring that the first Pyro Archon probably wielded like a damn weapon.
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
There were all sorts of symbols on them that represent the different tribes of the country, I'm sure.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Good to know you would abandon the promise if we had anything else to do.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
Which is another kind of dinosaur, I assume.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish.
Ah, yes, the Australians.
That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
Or they just kind of hated you. One of the two.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. She's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what she can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future.
Okay, how about the precedent be if you killed a god and you're not from Natlan, you can participate?
The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Okay, so does it go out at the end of 5.0, or are we giving that a little bit of extra time to build up?
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan.
Well, test to see if I make it or not. God knows I'm an exception to everything else.
Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
No, not I understand the importance. How about put me in an exhibition match to see if it works or not?
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Bill, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the Ode of Resurrection exists, why do you have to go through the process of selecting warriors? You know, good point, actually. I didn't think about that.
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
Okay, there's some magic associated with that stone, then.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss.
Hang on, what the... Whoa. Are your teammates literally useless? What? This is just a contradiction in terms of how this works, isn't it? Like, the people who win the competition go on to the Night Warden War, whatever the fuck it's called again. That only functions for Ancient Name Bearers. The Ancient Name Bearers build teams to go into these competitions, though. The other teammates would contribute to the contending fire, but they would not be able to go into the Night Warden War unless they earned an ancient name in the process. I assume that's basically how it works, is that if you get to the war, you are bestowed an ancient name, but that doesn't sound like a guaranteed thing. That sounds like a plot convenience thing. That's also why ordinary people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that is literally what I was just saying there, but I'm putting more emphasis on how much that doesn't work then.
It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
So why form teams then? It seems like the strategy here should be that all of the ancient name bearers participate in the war, and if you want to make an event of it, then have the non-name bearers have their own tournament at the same time to make the contending flame.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word: victory.
If you win, I kind of feel like you don't need resurrection. Is there another detail here?
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
Okay. There's enough thought being put into this that I am willing to rescind some gripes about it. My original thing of everyone being able to just claim an ancient name because who the fuck's gonna stop it does seem to still halfway hold, though. Like, everyone gains an ancient name by fighting, then they just go into the Abyss. Anyone who doesn't die gets a name. Those who do die lose their names, and so it doesn't matter. Unless ancient names can't be used again. Like, if someone just happens to have the same ancient name at a later time, it's whoops, guess not, kind of thing. Like, there's enough stuff in place here to stop any of these from being absolute killers, but it's just a little weird that an entire country is based on this.
The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Why would the victors need to be revived? Can you not come out of the abyss or something?
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the abyss this time.
That changes? Hang on. Shouldn't that mean that ancient names get lost over time, like the actual proper ones get lost over time? Because occasionally someone who goes into the abyss is gonna die?
Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
1 person comes back and they all get revived. Oh. We're back to why not everyone just take an ancient name then? Because as long as 1 person comes back, they all come back.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
Okay, I can see what they mean there. Nice.
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
It's literally a war, so yes.
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon.
Hang on. Give me just a moment here. Behind the voice actors, Morgana. You. Click. English voice is Cassandra Lee Morris. You have a Genshin Impact entry. Not immediately up top at the very least. Okay, not seeing it quickly, so let me look by Mualani. Mualani, I think that was her name. Not dropping frames, but the website's really loading slowly. There we go. Yep, that's her. I heard her speaking, and it sounded a little bit like Morgana.
Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
Is the Wyab the Reaper or something?
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
The Wyab is plural?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab.
So we are 1000% doing that at some point.
We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
Yo, Fish'll get in on this!
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Okay, who are you? Ajax. Wait, is Ajax? Ajaw. Yeah, no matches. Probably not gonna be able to get that quickly then. Back over to that. And that.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How! Lest you live to regret it.
Yeah, it's pronounced like an H. A how. Okay.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon. Family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun!
Ah, introducing the restaurant for the area. Oh, come on, really? In a game with this much freeform exploration, you can't go through that? Okay. That's why the door was there. Any chance this is open? Okay. Nothing new. Okay. Also, they made it so that part of his menu is using the crafting bench. They knew how often people misclicked that. Was it over here? No. Ah, this is the one that's always closed until you get some amount into exploration. One of these days I'll open up a new one of you. Oh, hi.
Dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Those tacos are the size of your torso.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers.
Our cups are buckets.
Speaking of trouble, I've locked a How away for now, so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kanich and How are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their Saurian companion.
Wait, so a How is a Saurian?
What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger. I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions.
Also, you're actually a child, and we now know that the Night Warden War is like an actual fucking war. Maybe don't rush into that?
If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyab. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyab see something special in you.
Oh yeah, I guess a different way of looking at that then is that if the Wyab instill an ancient name onto you, you're basically a soldier for the rest of your life at that point. Huh.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches.
I'm guessing the pilgrimage hasn't gone too well in the past?
Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
How old are you? Like, ages in this game are fucked to begin with, but when did you start doing the pilgrimage with the intent of going to war with the Abyss Order? Because if you've done it 7 or 8 times at least, I would not put you at over 18.
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just... what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Alani, you're the best. I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got to pull myself together. I still don't know why the Lyup chose me to inherit an ancient name, but I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
You know, I just realized that I've been assuming this is an annual thing. Like, basically, oh, hey, it's summer, it's time for the pilgrimage kind of thing. I don't think they've actually clarified that. This could be like a monthly occurrence or something.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
Just call us cheerleaders 1 and 2.
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still, thanks you guys. Jeez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so it isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
I'll pour you all some drinks. I brought some homemade fruit juice. Let me just go grab some cups.
We have cups.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a little while.
Yeah, that tracks.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it.
She just needs to die once or twice, then she'll be plenty ready for more.
And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Oh, she gonna get stomped by the Archon.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mulani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too.
So why does the Abyss keep attacking? Like, every time this happens, someone from our side comes out victorious. Like, at the very least, the vast majority of the time, because otherwise the ancient names would have all been shattered. So the Abyss keeps losing, and yet they still keep coming back to fight the same front over and over? Fighting side by side? Yeah, I guess.
Hey, a little more confidence, please? Paimon's always there to cheer you on.
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Are you drinking out of a lime? What the fuck am I looking at? That's probably supposed to be a coconut.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Wanna be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
I feel like for an event this big, they would just have like a stadium-wide blaring alarm that no one could conceivably sleep through. Also, if the tournament is starting, does that mean... My apologies. Does that mean that that the team side of things is literally just 80,000 teams battle royale or something?
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
Alright, fine. I'll make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
So full. So sleepy. We should get a good night's sleep before the competition tomorrow.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit this little point, and then I'm actually going to end stream a bit early here, because I am clearly coughing, and I'm pretty sure that it's because I've run out of vocal endurance. I basically just need to give my throat a bit of time to rest, so pushing it the extra 15-20 minutes to finish up the stream is probably not a good idea. Optional. Okay. I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow, then. No, not tomorrow. Right. I'm trying to stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow I should be recording for Persona. Okay. So, end of stream. If this live stream hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do that YouTube stuff for a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one, where I should be back next Tuesday with another live stream. We're gonna keep grinding through Genshin Impact a little bit at a time. Admittedly, I do have a deadline for some stuff pretty close to that. So, as usual, follow me on Twitter for various updates on my streaming schedule, or what I intend to be streaming, or if you just want to hear random-ass ramblings about video games, anime, astronomy, whatever the hell, basically. I'm really trying to hold to doing 3 streams a week for the next while. Like, I took on the order of 5 months off or something like that, so I really want to get back to it. We'll see what happens. But, until next time, thank you all very much for joining me. Hope to see you later. Bye.